Alright, what's going on, everybody? Check it out. Back here again with another quick video just to show you guys I got a new toy. Yay! So as you can see, it's on the table. It is a traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive. I got this over Father's Day weekend, and kind of been wanting a short course truck for a little while now, but I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money. I just wanted something cool to bash around with, and who knows, maybe go to the track, but mainly just to bash and have fun. So I picked this up at my local hobby shop here in Chula Vista, Crazy Kevin's, and it was the brush system, so the 2-wheel drive brush system, and I just wanted something very bone stock, you know, just the bare minimum, because I already have a bunch of parts upgrades from previous builds, as far as like brushless systems, ESCs, shocks and springs and stuff like that. I don't have anything specific for like traxxas, especially this truck, being that this is my first traxxas in like, I don't know, 13 years. I think my first actual traxxas was Nitro Rustler, and I'm talking about like, I don't know, like in 2000 or something like that, like way back when. Yeah, so you know, I picked it up. I like the black one, black with red. That was the color that I went with. Yeah, so she's a bit dirty because I have been testing her and running her. I already have done some modifications. Nothing too major. Just I just changed out the shock springs. I did do some lights front and back. A small light bar here, and on the back side, I did do some angel eyes. As you can see here, I'm using them as tail lights. Basically, they just stay on. You know, I don't have them like light up when you hit the brakes or anything like that. It's too complicated to wire. I just want something super simple, but that looks pretty cool. So, and I'll show you guys in a little bit the lights as well. What else did I do? I got rid of the body post. Well, they're still there. I didn't really like get rid of them. I just added magnets to it. And that worked out pretty good. Body holds on really good, so no complaints yet. What else? I upgraded, obviously. I took out the brush system, and I added a brushless system that I had here sitting around from one of my other trucks that I've had for I don't know how long I have that one, like 8 years. It's super old, I think. It's old school Red Cat Racing, a Sandstorm. It's like a small 10 scale monster truck, buggy style. But I haven't used that one in years, and it's just kind of sitting there. And I figured I'd pull out the brushless system, at least the motor, and add it to this sucker here. See how that works. I did have one of those cheesy Surpass Hobby 80 amp ESCs sitting around too, that I got on a sale on eBay. I think I got it for like $20 or something like that. So I had it sitting around, you know, just a backup to spare, just in case, you know. So I threw them on here, and it works pretty good. I also did upgrade the spur and the pinion. I did run it with the stock gearing, both with the one that came on there and the optional gearing that traxxas gives you with this one. Both were pretty cool. The regular gearing obviously was a lot better for bashing. I did change it over to the optional gearing for a little bit more speed. It did okay, but if you're not gonna be running on a smooth track or on pavement or some high traction, you know, smooth surface, it really lacks, you know, like and like I said, I got this for bashing and having fun, so it didn't do too well. It did okay, but it lacked a little bit of power, just 'cause, you know, it's meant for more for speed. But so I ended up going with the 54 tooth steel spur gear and 19 tooth pinion, and that worked out pretty good. I did end up gearing it down though, at least on the pinion side, to a 16 tooth, just because I wanted to kind of tone it down a little bit, because running on the 3 cell, this thing was like uncontrollable, like just is popping wheelies and just all over the place. On gravel, or sorry, on like pavement or something high traction, probably not really an issue. I didn't get a chance to run it on the pavement on that gearing, but I will eventually. And since, like I said, I mainly got it for bashing and running in the dirt and some jumps and stuff like that, I geared it down just on the pinion side, at least to the 16 tooth, and I think that's like a good medium spot, at least for me and my setup here. And yeah, so she's a little dirty, as you can see, but we'll go ahead and run through the truck real quick so you guys can kind of see it. So as you can see, this is the short course body. It is original, or the stock chassis. I didn't go with the LCG chassis on this one. I figure if I'm gonna be bashing, probably want the clearance. I do actually want to go with the RPM under the skid plates, the RPM skid plates here, just because they're more closed off, a lot smoother, rather than having this open area here and these the stock ones. So that's a future upgrade. Yeah, so as you can see, I do have a light bar up here. This is like 3 inch, I'm assuming 2.5 inch light bar. Works really well, lights up enough for me. And I also did go with some reverse, or not reverse lights, but some tail lights there. They are the angel eye versions, so they're you know, you got your ring on the outside, and you got your center LEDs there. It looks really cool, and I'll trim that on for you guys so you guys can check that out. I added a few stickers of my own, nothing major, you know, some stickers I had lying around, you can't really tell. Alright, so let's get this top off, put this over here out of the way for now. And there she is. As you can see, nothing special, you know, very basic, but that's actually what I wanted, just because I don't want to get anything so complicated and deal with complicated stuff, you know. I just want something super simple that I can bash with and have fun. So let's see here, take this off the battery tray, and I was running it on this 2250 milliamp 3 cell small pack. This is a really good pack, and man, she's a beast with that 3 cell pack. As you can see here, this is the Surpass Hobbies 80 amp ESC there. What else? The motor is a 540 can, I believe, or at least the size. It's a 3800 kV Ghoul RC. That's the one that came off my old school Sandstorm over there, and this motor's been a work beast, because it's been around for a minute and I've been using it for a while. So, and it's still good motor, runs really strong, really smooth. So I did upgrade, I changed out the shock springs, sorry, not the shocks. I didn't upgrade the shocks, it's still the stock suspension. The only thing I did change was the springs. Went to a slightly stiffer spring. I did add a little bit. I did a 35 weight oil on the shock. I'm thinking about going to a heavier shock oil and an even stiffer spring, or maybe I'll stick with these springs and get a heavier shock oil. We'll see how it works out. As I do a little bit more testing on this setup. But the way it is, man, it soaks up the bumps pretty nice. On like the pavement or something like that, it is when I make a sharp turn, the front end doesn't want to lift up. On, you know, if I turn left, it'll dip this way. If I go this way, it'll lift up the rear corners. And that's just obviously because the front suspension isn't stiff enough. But if I stiffen it up here and I'm off-roading with it, it's not gonna soak up those bumps nice. It's just gonna be bouncing around everywhere. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I did actually make like a little custom plank there, so I can mount the ESC here in the center. Keep, you know, all the weight center as possible. I did want to put it over here. The only issue is I had that my cord here didn't reach the receiver box. It wasn't long enough, so I had to mount it here in the middle. But yeah, I mean other than that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I wanted to keep it really simple, real easy, because it is gonna be just a basher, just to have fun with, and just to have fun with. Maybe hit the track, you know, but I doubt I'll probably just use it as a basher because that's what I got it for. So, but she is cool, and you know, this is a beginner truck. Obviously, these what is it? The Slash, the Stampede, the Rustler, the two as far as the two-wheel drive versions, they all share pretty much the same transmission, same motor, same setup. Chassis vary slightly. I know the Rustler has longer A-arms, obviously. I believe the Stampede is like almost the same thing, just with monster truck tires. I think the A-arms are slightly larger. But yeah, and I mean, these are obviously beginner trucks, so a lot of beginners into the hobby tend to go with these type of setups here in trucks. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do have some run videos, so I will put those up along with this video, so you guys can check those out. And if you guys are interested in one of these, I definitely recommend it. Like, you know, they're super inexpensive. And the reason why I actually went with the Traxxas or anything else, just because number one, customer service, number two, parts availability. Alright guys, sorry, little technical difficulties there, but so what was I saying? Yeah, you know, the reason why I went to Traxxas was you know, parts availability obviously is there. They got parts support for this thing is up there. You know, you can find parts anywhere. Any hobby shop's gonna have pretty much any Traxxas part for any model. Customer support is awesome. I don't think you can get anything better. Part support and customer service, you know. And that's the reason why I picked the two-wheel drive Slash. You know, I mean, I could have gone with the four-wheel drive, but for the, you know, I mean, for the price of this one, I figured, why not? You know, I just want something simple. You know, obviously you go with the four-wheel drive, you're gonna have a lot more control, a lot more capability, but you also got more parts to break, more parts that have to be replaced, extra differentials, you know, extra CV axles, all that stuff. So I just wanted a cheap, you know, inexpensive two-wheel drive system that's gonna be super easy to work on, less parts to break, less parts to replace. That's how it is. So I mean, that's just my personal preference. For as far as this, I do have four-wheel trucks, but you know, for this bashing and throwing around and some jumps and stuff like that, the less parts that I probably need to replace, the better, at least for me. So alright guys, and that's it for today's video. Peace. Alright everybody, this is two-wheel Slash brushless on the 2-cell. Here we go. is about like a quarter throttle to half throttle. It's not even full throttle. It's just impossible to run on full throttle. So that's just a quick little here we go. 3-cell pack. Let's see how she does. So you guys can see the difference between the 2-cell lipo I'm running, big old 5200 milliamp, and then I got this nice 2250 milliamp 3-cell. Get her in there. In there. In there. That's in. Let's get it plugged in. Get her on. She's running. Alright, everybody. Now, you're going to see the difference between the 2-cell and the 3-cell in this setup. It's like night and day. Ready? This is like quarter throttle, not. I know if I go full throttle, I'm gonna fling rocks everywhere and probably break a window. Later though, I'll see if I can get a good run video on a pavement road, on a paved road or something. See what I mean? I did have a 19-tooth pinion gear on it, and I dialed it down just because it was a little too fast. But with that one, it was popping wheelies like nothing. On this one is. On the 16-tooth pinion, I dropped down to, still wants to do wheelies, but not as easy as it did on the 19-tooth. Oh, that didn't sound good. I don't want to make too much dust here because I don't want the neighbors to complain. But there you go, guys. That's her on the 3-cell. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.